We're in Perpignan again for our third anti-health pass march. It's the 7th consecutive protest march in all, but we joined 3 weeks ago. It's very, very hot today. As you can see, my husband has added to his hat. The slogan says, Médecins réservés aux moutons, impôts réservés à tous. This means doctors reserved for the sheep, taxes reserved for all. It proved to be quite popular. Of course, the government is not going to reduce taxes for those of us who have been excluded from society. As you can see, there's a huge crowd gathering in the Place Catalogne. I have no idea how many people are there, but it seems to me to be a slight increase on last week. When we arrived at the Indépendant, the local regional newspaper which inspired so much hatred in previous marches, the white organiser van turned right, leading the crowd to walk along the riverbank. The sign on the van says, "The pass is political, not scientific," and urges désobéissance, disobedience. As usual, the songs on the march are very memorable, but so far we've left out the most memorable of all, the Marseillaise, which is the French national anthem dating from the Revolution. It makes God Save Our Queen look rather tame, I think you'll agree. The French are preoccupied over lots of issues due to the policies of the current regime, but the one which I think worries them most at the moment is the proposed jabbing of all children from the age of 12. Parents are understandably terrified. The notice on the van says Macron doesn't have any children, but he wants to jab them for us. The next one says, no pass, no jab for children. This one says, let's save our children from these vampires thirsting for money. Very true. It's not only the children who are currently under threat. When I was in the Place Catalogne, a lady came up to me. She didn't know I was British. She just saw our dog Scamp, and she told me that the English have now started jabbing dogs. I told her that I hadn't heard that, but I thought it would happen sooner or later. I told her about the Australian dogs who were shot dead at an animal refuge. The article is a tweet from Sky News Australia. It says, 15 rescue dogs, including 10 puppies, have been shot dead by an Australian council. Berkshire Council in New South Wales shot the dogs not because they could transmit any disease, but in a murderous act simply to prevent volunteers at an animal shelter from travelling to pick them up. Where is the empathy? There is none among psychopaths. Yes, they will try to jab our pets too. As the children's sign said so eloquently, the vampires are thirsting for profit. Your punishment is on the way, says this sign. Let's hope so. This sign says, the manufacturer is not responsible, the government is not responsible, the vaccinator is not responsible, but if you're not jabbed, you're irresponsible. People are angry. This dental assistant says she's angry. She doesn't want to be forced to take the jab. The French are well informed about the situation. They know all about the Chinese social credit system. At least those on the march do. Scamp is alarmed that the film crew, that's my husband, is not walking with us. There's a huge amount of support from the balconies and gardens. We've tried to give you some idea of the size of the march, but it went on so long that we thought that the video audience would lose patience if we filmed it all. Macron, si tu savais, ton passe. Macron, si tu savais, ton passe où l'on s'en met.